Hey everyone, thanks for joining us here tonight for our Free Chapel College online interest meeting. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. We're going to give a few other people some time to log on and join us, because right now we have people all across the world that are going to be joining us. And so go ahead and get your notepads and pens ready if you want to take any notes. Of course, we're going to have all this information online at freechapelcollege.org. But if I've never had the honor to meet you yet, my name is Blake. I'm the Executive Director of Free Chapel College, and we're getting ready to step into our fourth year this coming fall. God's been doing some amazing things, and so we're just excited about what's going to be taking place, and we know that this is going to be valuable information that you can apply, whether it be for yourself if you're a student or if you are a parent, grandparent. Doesn't matter. One of the things I do want to encourage you to do is after tonight, this link will be live for a couple days, and so you'll be able to share this online interest meeting with someone else that you feel like may need to hear what is conveyed through the interest meeting. So feel free to share it, invite people to join us, and in fact, we're going to go ahead and get started right now. If you're unfamiliar with what Free Chapel College is, it's a 2-year leadership training program that exists to prepare students for their God-given purpose. And what that means is students work right alongside our Free Chapel staff, and while they're doing that, receiving the hands-on leadership training, they're able to pursue a regionally accredited degree through Southeastern University. So with that, how it works specifically, Free Chapel College is built on 3 pillars. We have academics, we have ministry training or leadership training, and then of course student life. And we'll get into those a little bit further here in just a second. But with our academics, this is the portion where students are in the classrooms with qualified adjunct professors. And so right now with our academics, we currently offer 2 programs. We have a certificate program which is non-accredited, but it's through Free Chapel, and then we have a degree program through Free Chapel that's in partnership with Southeastern University. So how that certificate program works specifically, it's comprised of theology and biblical studies courses that again are taught by qualified adjunct professors. Every single professor that teaches any of our courses are vetted and then deemed qualified to teach by Southeastern University. So as you can see on the screen, we have just a couple examples of the classes that our students will be engaging in inside of our certificate program. Old Testament survey, New Testament survey, biblical hermeneutics, and then apologetics. So those are the courses to help grow their biblical knowledge and help prepare them for that God-given purpose. But then after that, we have our degree program. So these are for students that are wanting to pursue a regionally accredited degree through Southeastern University, and every bit of educational experience takes place right here on our Free Chapel campuses. And so with that, in these regionally accredited degrees, and just to help you break that down a little bit more and what that means, a regionally accredited degree is the highest form of accreditation that a student can receive from any university. And so with that, any and all of those credits are transferable to any other university in the nation. So with that, we have a Bachelor's of Science in Ministry Leadership, a Bachelor's in Business and Professional Leadership, a Bachelor's in Design and Digital Media, and then we have 2 Associates of Arts degrees, one in Ministry Leadership and then one in General Studies. So how that works specifically, if someone just wants to be here for the 2 years, they're pursuing their associate's degree, and they want to continue their education, those credits and that degree would transfer towards a bachelor's degree at any other university in the nation. So it's a phenomenal experience, again, while students are receiving that hands-on leadership experience right alongside our staff, they're able to pursue a regionally accredited degree through Southeastern University. So with our practicums, what that is the hands-on ministry training component of Free Chapel. That's again where our students are right alongside our qualified staff, learning in 4 different areas. Now in the fall, we are going to be launching our 4th, but we have pastoral, we have worship, we have media, and then of course we're going to be launching production this fall. We're very excited about that, and I'll dive into those a little bit more with our pastoral, we have 5 particular areas, from children's to youth, young adults, discipleship, and women's ministry. But then with our worship practicum, that's where the students are learning songwriting. They're learning how to develop worship sets, the creative elements that go inside of our free chapel experiences on the weekend, midweek. Our media, that's where our students are working right alongside our staff, from everything pertaining to video, to web development, graphics, social media. And so all of the different web content that you see at all of our major conferences, our students get to experience right alongside our staff. But then with our production, our new practicum that we're launching this fall, that's going to be everything pertaining to sound technicians, to lighting technician, to service production, and everything associated with that. So again, that's where those are the things that that go beyond a classroom, the things that really are caught, not so much taught. And so our students are submerged into the culture of Free Chapel, learning from some of the top professionals in their field in these particular areas. Now, the third component, which is student life, the student life component is the relational side of everything Free Chapel College, and it's conducted in various forms. You're going to find it in weekly small groups. You're going to find it in intramurals. We do community outreaches. We also do 2 experiences every year called retreats. One's here locally, and then the other one is actually in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, where we take all of our students to a very large cabin, and it is just an experience where we push everything aside to have an encounter with God. But in that, all of our students have an opportunity to be mentored by our staff. But one of the things I wanted to show you, just to give you a little bit more of a visual glimpse of what our retreats look like, you can see right here on the screen what the vision behind this is in Luke 8. When you see the woman with the issue of blood, it says that she pressed through the crowd to touch Jesus' garment. And the whole premise behind that is we push everything aside. We push through anything to have a touch from God. So our students, it's a spiritual retreat. Our students are refreshed, renewed, restored, and invigorated in their spirits again as we start a brand new school year in August, and then once again in the spring semester in January. That's when we go up to Gatlinburg. So you can see what we're doing in there, and just a little bit of a glimpse of what our students are experiencing in the landscape. It's a beautiful environment where our students are also learning how to develop a daily devotional life in their word. And so it's an amazing experience, but they're also able to participate and help put on some of the major events that take place here at Free Chapel. But they also get to experience those firsthand. And so 2 of those experiences include our overseas missions trip. This last year we went to Guatemala. In fact, we're going to be taking about 25 students to Guatemala in just a few weeks again. And then we're also taking about 15 students to Israel this coming November. And so every single one of our students have that opportunity to experience and engage in an overseas missions trip. But not only that, as I mentioned earlier, our students are hands-on right alongside our staff and helping facilitate every Free Chapel conference and event, from all of our from Forward Conference to Divine to One Marriage Conference. We do other events during the Easter season as well. But every single one of those, our students are hands-on right alongside our staff. But I do want to show you just a few pictures of our experience in Guatemala. As you can see right here on the screen, we took 33 students last year to Antigua, Guatemala, and the house that you see behind them, our students built from the ground up. The woman that's there in the center, she was living in a hut, and so to see every single one of our students, they laid the concrete, they laid the bricks, the mortar, they put the roofs on, they painted it and everything, they even furnished it, and that was a week-long experience that they were able to engage in. And then some of our students were also able to participate and engage in 160 orphans that were found there in Antigua, Guatemala. It's a life-changing experience, not only for our students, but also our staff. And so again, every single student that comes into Free Chapel College will have the opportunity to engage in any of those experiences, and it helps in their overall development and preparing them for their God-given purpose. So if someone were to ask the question, why Free Chapel College, there are three particular outcomes. One is assistance with job placement. What that means is every student that comes through our program, we will assist them in finding employment, whether it be in a church, whether it be in a secular vocation, though we of course don't guarantee it, but we leverage our influence to help students in the best way possible to step into that next season of life. But the second thing is a potential job hire here at Free Chapel. We have hired multiple students since the launch of Free Chapel College. And in fact, every single hire that is taking place here in our staff, the first place that we look is inside of Free Chapel College. But then the third thing is a certificate in ministry leadership or an accredited degree. As I mentioned earlier, if a student is pursuing an associate's and they want to continue on their bachelor's degree at another university, every single one of those credits are transferable. But in fact, we do have about 5 students this coming May that are going to be graduating with their bachelor's degree, some in ministry leadership, others in business and professional leadership. And so it's a regionally accredited bachelor's degree, as if you were at any other regionally accredited university. And so those are some of the outcomes right there. But one of the things that we want to encourage you to do is not just rely upon this particular interest meeting, but you can stay connected with us all throughout the year. We're continuing to generate great content on our social media outlets, but you can follow our Georgia Instagram as well as our OC Instagram. If you're unaware, Free Chapel College launched our Orange County campus this past August, and it's an amazing experience over there on the West Coast. And so if you are joining us right now and you are on the West Coast or you feel called to the West Coast, we have the exact same program that you would experience here in Georgia. We have it out there in Orange County. And so that's why we encourage you to follow us on social media to stay up to date with everything that's taking place Free Chapel College specifically. But one of the things I want to challenge you to do is, if you're feeling this stirring in your heart, you can take one of 2 next steps. Number 1, you can go to freechapelcollege.org/contact, and you can submit specific questions. If you have any, or if you have a general inquiry, you can even plan a visit. So you can come here during a school afternoon. You can audit a class. You can be a part of our chapel services. You can be a part of a student life experience, and you're right alongside our students, asking them questions, engaging with them, getting to experience it for yourself. But if you're joining us right now and you actually feel that stirring on your heart, and you're saying, you know what, I want to take that next step and I'm ready to apply, you can go to freechapelcollege.org/apply. You can submit your application right now, and in fact, if you do that in the next 48 hours, we are waiving the application fee. So there's no cost to you whatsoever. Go to freechapelcollege.org/apply. You can submit that application. But again, if you are still curious, you're trying to figure out, is this for me? I want to know more. I want to learn more, and possibly schedule a time to come and visit. You can just go to the website up above, freechapelcollege.org/contact, and our team will be in contact with you, helping you walk through any questions or any steps that you want to take in taking that next step in this journey in Free Chapel College. And so during this time, we've had a few people ask some questions. One in particular is this: is there an age limit? Yes, there is an age limit. It is 26. However, we're in the process of developing an adult learning program, and so we're very excited about that, to see anyone over the age of 26, and we'll stay in contact with anyone and everyone that submits an inquiry, asking questions about that. The second one is there housing provided? We are in the process of developing a housing unit here on the Free Chapel grounds. Though it's not completed yet, one of the things that we do is we assist students with housing. So how that works specifically is, as students are filling out their applications, they identify if they are in need of housing, and then we network all other students together that are also searching for housing. And so we provide a list of available and trusted housing units, apartment complexes, and homes within an appropriate proximity to the Free Chapel campus. And so with that, we want to ensure that our students are safe, that they're not just staying anywhere, and that's why we have a specified list of those trusted housing complexes, because we know as parents, I have 2 children of my own, our students' safety is our number 1 priority. So that's one of the things that we do, ensure that they're in a very reputable and safe environment during their time here. Someone else had asked the question, what is the main focus, mission statement of the school? As I mentioned at the beginning, it is equipping students for their God-given purpose. Every single student has a specific call by God, and with that, He has provided them every type of gift and need that they have. And so in that, we just simply want to sharpen the gift that God has already given students and help prepare them to step into the vocation that God has called them to. Not just ministries, but even in the secular vocation. We have had many students that have graduated our program that are working in full-time ministry. Others are working in the educational sector. We have some students that are working in the business sector. We also have, in fact, this past year we had a student that stepped into downtown Atlanta, is now working at the Capitol. And so we celebrate every single vocation that a student feels called to, but we simply want to play that part and help equipping them for that purpose. And so that's the overall mission statement of Free Chapel College. And so the last question that someone had asked specifically is, am I able to do dual enrollment? Yes, that is a new component that we have implemented as of August of 2019. So if you are a sophomore, junior, or senior in high school, you can follow all of the links on freechapelcollege.org. If you simply select the apply button, you'll be able to see the 3 different choices, which are our certificate program, our degree program, and then dual enrollment. So how that works specifically is if you're a sophomore, you can take up to 6 credits. If you're a junior, you can take up to 9 credits. And then if you are a senior, you can take 12 to 15. And so it's an amazing asset to high school students that are wanting to go ahead and start getting college credits now. And it is at an incredible discounted rate. Honestly, it's about a fraction of the cost, about 90% less than a full-time student here. So if you're a junior, senior, or sophomore, or you have a student that is in that age bracket, this is an amazing opportunity for them to start working on their college credits now, so that as they step in as a full-time college student, they can already start as a junior, sophomore or junior, for a fraction of the cost. So again, all that information is on our website, freechapelcollege.org. But I do want to encourage you, submit an inquiry if you do have any further questions that our team can answer. We would be more than happy to help you. You can plan a visit, but as I mentioned earlier, if you're ready to take that next step, you're ready to apply, do so in the next 48 hours, and we waive that application fee, and we'll be sure to walk you through every step that you need to take to solidify your spot here at Free Chapel College. But as I mentioned before, stay connected to us on social media. Any questions you have there, we would be happy to answer them, but you can also stay connected with our students. You can see what's taking place in the life of Free Chapel College. We're expectant for what God is going to do in fall of 2020, and we hope that you would choose Free Chapel College to do not only pursue an incredible and quality education, but you would choose this to step into your God-given purpose and prepare yourself for what God has in store for you. We love you guys so much. Thanks for joining us here tonight, and let us know if we can answer any further questions that you may have.